10 years after the riots, despite scrutiny and revision, police policy with regards to procedure and review is put under reconsideration. Why? Because there's no reason that police officers armed with handguns in a street may kill an armed suspect armed with all the knife. If information is being withheld pending the outcome of this investigation, this is counterproductive to open communication. Further, those who represent Bones have the right to hear witness testimony regarding his death. Police officers who have difficulty doing this job. These officers deserve thorough examination of policies that result in incidents that erode communities' respect and trust, as well as their safety in the line of duty. Unwarranted shootings, tasings, and dangerous high-speed chases undermine the relationship between our officers and those they risk their lives to protect and serve. And most of all, we owe this to them and to all those who have unnecessarily lost their lives. Thank you.
Thank you. The next speaker is Kate.
Hi. Though I understand council may not speak on matters still under official investigation, I, with many others in our community, have come to plead counsel on behalf of David Paul Bear, also known as Bones today. We want you to keep putting pressure on those investigating this matter. We have a problem with the police in our community. We not only seek transparency in the investigation of the senseless slaying of David Paul Bear, but we also want the truth. We need counsel to recognize that he is a person who mattered to the community of Northside. We need counsel to send a message to the creative class of Cincinnati that we matter and are deserving of police protection and not persecution. We need you to continue to ask these questions of the investigation. Why Acting Chief Janke acted so quickly to a conclusion pending 3 investigations? Why did officers ignore protocol approaching a man they considered armed instead of securing and searching him beforehand? Why Sergeant Mitchell, however, he was back up and 1 step removed from the initial stop? How long was he on the scene before he chose to enact such extreme measures? Also with the knife, if he lunged at police with the knife chasing or causing his death, why was it found 25 feet away from his body? Why do pictures show the knife plunged into the ground? And if he was attacking police, why was he still holding his dog's leash? We expect you, City Council, to stay vigilant in this investigation. As our elected officials, we expect you to take this matter seriously as any matter regarding transportation, recycling, development, and retention and attraction of the creative class. If the police are going to shoot us without just cause, we will no longer wish to reside in this city.
Thank you. Our next speaker will be Earl Brando, followed by James Crane, and then Holly Price.
My name is Earl Brando. I'm a resident of Northside, and I live 1 block from the site where Officer Mitchell responded to a 911 call of dubious veracity with the use of irrevocable deadly force, resulting in the tragic shooting death of David Bear Bones, my friend of 20 years, who's known to all in this community to be an outstanding person. I'm here to demand that what transpired be independently and exhaustively investigated with the utmost transparency. We are not satisfied with the implausible and ever-changing accounts given by police as to what they say transpired, nor with the lack of video or audio recording of what happened. Bones was not an entity so easily dispatched, nor left for 3 hours, dead on the sidewalk, for children in our neighborhood and neighbors to see. We won't allow this travesty to be swept under the rug. We want answers. And we won't stop sitting here in the halls of council and asking questions until we get them. Thank you.
Thank you. Our next speaker is Jane.
A lot of the points I could have gone over, I'm sure have been well gone over and will be reiterated. Bones was a friend of mine and everyone here for 20 years. He music here in the last 2 decades. But everything was better than this music. Just to try to
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Holly Price. I am a homeowner in Northside, and I had a grant from the city of Cincinnati for 2009 and 10, so thank you. I'm part of the artistic community here for 20 years, and it's great. Bones was the guy who never let you be sad. He always found a way to make you laugh and have fun. He was really playful and wonderful man. And I was part of the March for Justice. I was part of what we thought changed Cincinnati and made it better. And then this first like this happens to a person close to all of us so close to him. And it's disturbing. The same thing. Why was he his character? I mean, I think a lot of us were so upset his character was so pulled apart and they didn't move his body. He seems very disrespectful. We do feel like, I feel like the first time I am scared of the cops. Like it could have been me. I hang out with my friends. I walk home when I've had a little to drink. What if it was me? What if it was my sister who came to visit me? I am for the first time really uncomfortable and scared that I am not represented or cared about. Everybody's got a problem with the officer ritual, just everything about it, just nothing about it makes sense. And everybody has talked about it with us all. So I do appreciate you listening, but it is unbelievable that 10 years later, you don't think anything's changed. That Susan and Lot signed a collaborative agreement that they would use videos in the cars. They should have them on their bodies. It would protect them, and right now I think we. Thank you.
Thank you. Our next speaker is Nascimento, followed by Andrew Kissett, and then Scott Rose.
I am here today to ask City Council to help ensure transparency into the investigation of what happened to David Herrera. Known to everybody as Bones. There are many here today that are closer to him than I am. I've known Bones for approximately 15 years. I wouldn't say that we were close, but he was a good person. His life had value. He mattered. It's inconceivable to me, as it is to anybody who knew Bones, that he would ever assault anybody, a police officer, with a knife. As the investigation proceeds, I ask that the community be kept informed as to what is found. I would ask for full transparency and a full counting of what happened. There have been what appear to be a lot of inconsistencies in the statements issued as of this time. I wish that Bones were here today to speak for himself, to explain what he saw that night. He's not. His life mattered. And it needs to come, the truth needs to come forth from this. I can recall, none of the police do not have an easy job, but I can recall a conversation years ago that I had with Bones, talking about Ron Heater, a society specialist who lost his life going on duty, where he was able to express sympathy, he was able to express concern about what happened to him. And I would ask that the police and the city council would do the same for Bones and his David Herrera. Thank you.
Thank you. Andrew?
I was going to reiterate what a lot of people have already said, probably will say. So I'm not going to do that. I'm just instead going to tell a little story. Last time I saw Bones was at the Common in Northside several Fridays ago. I was there for a poetry event, and I was like, "Wow, Bones, haven't seen you in a long time." You know, shook hands and talked to him, and the first thing we talked about, anything we talked about, was the city of Cincinnati. We talked about the magnetism of this city and how you can move away, but you can come back. That's happened to me recently. he had moved back about a month ago. He had moved back 5 months or so before that. And there's several ironies there. One, when I moved away from Cincinnati to a safe rural community in North Carolina 2 years ago, I did it out of fear because I had been a victim of a couple of criminal acts upon my person and my property, and I decided that I wanted to get away from the city. So I moved back to the country basically. And so within 3 weeks of me moving back to Cincinnati, deciding it was okay, it's safe to move back to Cincinnati, my friend Bones was shot by a trigger-happy police officer. And now I'm asking myself, well, did I make a mistake in coming back? I'm not afraid of the bad guys anymore. I'm more afraid of the police. And I think everybody here can understand that. And like we said about magnetism of Cincinnati, you can leave, but you always come back. And Bones came back, and now he's left us to the city of Cincinnati.
Thank you. Scott?
Yeah.
Bones came back, and now he's left us to the city of Cincinnati.
Thank you. Scott?
Yeah, I'm here like everyone else that's spoken before me, for the bear. I just recently talked to my parents. My parents live out in the country, and they really don't know what city life is really like. But one thing that shocked me, that my mother, after telling her what happened over the past week, she told me that please be careful. She knew I was coming down here, and she's always mentioned that, please be careful. Cincinnati is known for shootings, and I know it's a little bit of an exaggeration, but I've been here for almost 20 years, and I've noticed that the excessive force of police officers throughout that time period, and noticed where perpetrators that have had a gun or have not had a gun, even a brick, sometimes not even a weapon on them, been shot down the street, used excessive force of strangulation or a taser, whatever. It's been a really difficult thing to walk through the streets and have a police cruiser almost run me over in my car on foot because they're speeding through a stop sign. And I mean, protect and serve what? Protect and serve who? A badge is not a license